What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of EdgeWorks Knife Studio, and today I've got some very good news. First of all, this is going to be somewhat of a shorter video than my normal super lengthy, in-depth, as much as I can kind of things. It's still going to be several minutes long, but what I'm going to do here is just a real quick kind of talk about, I'm going to sharpen too, but I'm going to talk about the Cheefarcuut 1000 grit and the 200 grit, which have now been dispatched in the 5mm format. So as you guys remember, I had the double-sided sent to me, which is the 400 grit, 1000 grit, dual-sided here. Super thin. Well, I say super thin. I shouldn't say that. It's 2.5 millimeters or whatever it is, or 3 or something like that, which is a good amount of stone, and you can get a good amount of work done with that. But the 5mm version is just like their 400 grit initial launch version. So they're sending those out to me, and what they're going to do is they're offering you, the viewers, a chance to get a early adopter kind of discount, which is not really early adopter because they've been out, but they're sending them to the Amazon warehouse, and they're giving me a link that you can click, and you'll receive a discount. You can sign up for whenever they're ready, and I believe it's like a $10 off coupon. I'll double check that, but I'll post it in the pinned comment below and the description. But they're also going to give away 3 of these new 1000 grit 5mm stones to 3 lucky viewers that will be chosen probably, well, once I get the stones, which should be Wednesday, maybe like tomorrow. That's Wednesday or Thursday. I'll make a video then, and then I'll announce it like 1 week, and we'll do like we've always done. So you just leave a comment below. What they'll do is they'll get your address and they'll drop ship you one directly from Amazon. So anyway, so like I said, the affiliate link will help support the channel. So I want to be completely upfront, transparent about that. It's just a small portion, but you also get a discount through that, as well as, like I said, so we got winners. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to just go ahead and use this dual-sided one and bring this back to life. This is one of my many millions of favorites. It's a Tojiro. It's the R2 series Santoku. So this is, of course, R2/SG2 steel. And I'm just going to bring the edge back because, like my other knives, I use them till they need tuned up. And I don't like to let them get super dull. I mean, it is dull, but, you know, you could still cut veggies with it and stuff like carrots and whatnot. But I want to just bring that edge back, and we'll do this real quick, and we'll just kind of talk about it a little bit. So I'm trying to get them to also give the 200 grit away as well. And again, they've been awesome supporters of the channel, and this is a sponsored video because, like I said, they're giving not only to me but to you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and tune this guy up. We'll just make, like I said, make this a quick one. But yeah, for those of you that are interested, you can go ahead and get started now. Just like I said, leaving a comment down below. And how many of you are excited for the 1000 grit Cheefarcuut? I'm also excited for their higher grits too, because I really want to see how they polish an edge. And I believe, and maybe you'll agree with me, but I really believe that with these stones, having a whole range of them from 200 grit to 5000, I believe would be one of those unstoppable, fully functional kits. Sure, there's FSK, great stones, but to get an entire set, an entire range of FSK, let's face it, I mean, you gotta chunk in a little bit of money there. So I believe Cheefarcuut to the rescue type of thing. It was interesting because they did that. They sent me that information on my birthday, which by the way, I was going to do you guys a video not only on my birthday, but in the weekend right after the birthday. However, I did not realize that my family was planning a surprise little trip for me, so I was unable to make a video. But I enjoyed it. I was celebrated, so didn't get to spend it with you guys, but that's all right, because I can now. Man, that 1000 grit is so smooth. I was told that the formula is the same. Any and all adhesive issues from the 400 grit are long since resolved. And of course, they're using this new adhesive formulation on the current lineup, including the 200 grit. So yeah, this I'm excited, especially for the 5mm thick. You know, that's good stuff. We've already got a burr, by the way, of course. So that's, like I said, this is going to be a short, quick video, but I'm going to spend a little bit of time on it. We're going to get her cut in a paper towel. Sean Staplefield. I apologize, Sean, if I screw your name up. I'm not very good with proper pronunciations because, you know, sometimes things look like they should be a certain way or not. You know, so I end up screwing them up. But anyway, he said that it was on a comment where he did a video where he was sharpening a kitchen knife, and he got his it was a cheap, he called it junk steel, kitchen knife to cut a paper towel, and he did an excellent job. If you guys haven't checked him out, by the way, it's Sean Staplefield. I'll shout him out in the comments down below too, just in case you guys want to check it out. But I was talking about how, you know, it feels good to be able to cut paper towel, free hanging paper towel especially. And then he says, talked about, you know, toilet paper next. So challenge accepted. We need to do that one day. Put a lot of time in and go for the old teepee for your bunghole. Teepee. Man, showing my age there. The old Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, I've got a great burr. I don't really feel a need to continue. I'm going to give it a couple long strokes here, long swipes, just for good measure. I have the KMFS system coming as well. It'll be good to rival that against the Cheefarcuut fixed freehand system that I still haven't done a complete video on, which I will. I think it'll be good to do that video with that plus this KMFS system. The KMFS system, as I'd mentioned just briefly before, is also a fixed angle freehand system. You can use any stone, just like the Cheefarcuut. And you can set your angle. And once you set your angle, it has like kind of a pre-measured device that's it's a crazy contraption. Like, a lot of thought and engineering went into it. So once you set the angle that you want on this dial, or it's actually like a little ball that has the pre-cuts, it doesn't matter where you clamp your knife. Like I'd mentioned before, you can clamp it anywhere and that angle is going to be exact and true every time. It's very similar to how Sharpball, with their fixed angle system, set the measurement deal to get the perfect result every time based on the measurements and the dial on the back of the system. Which, by the way, I was very appreciative. They reached out to me and told me I was the only influencer, which, saying that, I kind of feel funny, but they said the only influencer that demonstrated that feature of the Sharpball system, and it was one of the things they were proud of and had worked the most on and got a patent on, which was that precise angle system. Nobody else covered it, including Outdoors 55, which I was like, whoa, that's crazy. We'll just go ahead and knock that burr off a little bit. And yes, I am deliberately going slow. I want to get this edge perfect. And I don't have to go this slow. But I haven't sharpened anything in a week. And it's not that you lose it, but it's just like anything else. If you don't use it consistently, you just got to kind of, I guess, warm up, kind of like a ball player. You can still throw 90-mile-an-hour fastballs, but you need to loosen and limber up, right? I got another video coming out for the Weaver. Trying to, like I said, I was pretty sure I'm just going to go ahead and do a complete knife. And I'm going to film it for you guys. And of course, I'll jump around. And because that's going to take a long time to forge out a knife and do all that. But I decided to either go ahead and pre-create a billet and do it that way, or I could just do a stock removal. Either way, that way I can demonstrate its full power. I believe I can do a knife start to finish on it. I already used it to create a handle for a knife that I created for a friend. I did a Scandi grind, and I am not a fan of Scandis. For those that know what I'm talking about, tell me your thoughts of Scandi grinds. They are just not my favorite. They have a lot of good uses, of course, and excellently sharp. But man, setting a Scandi, you need to really know what you're doing, as well as pay close attention. I'm just wiping it off here, getting a good look at my bevel, make sure we're even through and through. Looking uniform on both sides, nice and small. That's how I like them. Got a good burr. How many of you guys are ready for Christmas? Isn't that hard to believe that Thursday is 2 weeks from Christmas? I know that because my birthday is exactly 3 weeks before Christmas. It's insane. Just doing moderate pressure. Yeah, probably not even moderate. I mean, I'm mostly just laying my hand on here to guide it. In a minute, I'll show you guys the knife I created too. It's my best one yet, but I'm going to be really honest. I don't think I'm going to do any more Scandi grinds because, my goodness, it took me a long time. But he sent me a whole bunch of stuff for my birthday and kind of a trade thing too. I don't want to like say it was just the kindnesses of his heart because it was, but he did a lot of stuff for me. But we also had a trade going, so. But I put a lot of effort in there, man. Yeah, that burr is good. I think we're good to deburr here. Yeah, I can do that tip just a slight little bit. Not much. Actually, I'll do it this way. I'm very excited about Cheefarcuut's truing stone, flattening stone, whatever you want to call it. I think that's going to be revolutionary because you're going to be able to use it for anything. I say revolutionary. It's going to be, there's others out there. I shouldn't say that, so that's misleading. But it's going to be great for these kinds of stones, right? Because one of the problems with the FSKs, the HK Knife Works, etc., is, you have to resort to silicon carbide on float glass and stuff like that, or whatever your surface is that you use. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's other methods, I guess, but I don't know. It's hard, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But if you get a flattening stone designed for these kinds of stones, that's going to be amazing. It's kind of like NSK. They have their own flattening stones for their resin bonded. So, all right. gonna go ahead and remove this burr. Just gentle. Super, super light. Ugh. Do it like I mentioned, you know, Yoshihiro cutlery. He's always done that. He'll do like this, and then just, it seems to work out really well. I like doing this too, though. Stropping strokes. One of the strops I'm going to use for this too, just because it's been a very long time since I've used it. When you load it up, it's good to go for a while. Is my Genda Industries 0.5 micron nano cloth strop. I'm using their poly diamond emulsion. Good stuff. It's super expensive. I actually bought it before any kind of price hikes. This was years ago. I've got 3 bottles of that stuff, and it's lasted me a little over 3 years. Maybe, yeah, close to that anyway. It's not super expensive compared to what it used to be now, but it has gone up some, and I'm glad that I had it, and it lasts a good long while. I've actually used that emulsion on just leather strops too, on a kangaroo leather. I'm still pulling stuff off of that side. Yes, I'm taking my sweet time with this, guys. Like I said, this was just to really announce the Cheefarcuut thing, that you guys will get a discount code. So remember to check the pinned comment as well as the description, as well as you guys will be winning. There will be 3 total winners for the 1000 grit 5mm stone. And like I said, they will drop ship from Amazon. All we'll need is your address, name, address, and phone number, because shipping requires phone number. So, oh man, that thing feels amazeballs. Grab this strop. I wasn't sure what strop I was going to use, but I decided it while I was doing it. Don't ask me why. I'm OCD, but I keep the strop wrapped up in a little Ziploc bag here. So here it is, the Genda Industries. This is the Nano Cloth Ultra. So just so you know, the strop itself is black when you receive it. The gray is actually, you spray the emulsion on and you spread it. It soaks in. The strop itself is not abrasive. It's labeled as 0.5 micron so that you can get the 0.5 micron, put it on here, it's color coded, you know what you've got. But you can buy this one, same price as any of their others, and put whatever emulsion you want on it, whether it be 0.25 or 1 micron, whatever. But again, it's just for color coding and keeping things straight. What I love about these nanocloth strops is whenever you take your knife and you run it across the strop, you know that you have hit the perfect angle when you feel like a suction cup resistance. Like you can make it skim, and then when you raise it up enough, and like I said, you hit the perfect edge, the bevel edge there. It's so weird. It's like it drags and slows down like a suction cup. So I'll show you. So I can move it like this, and it just moves. Nothing. Let me get that off there. But as if I raise it up here, right now this thing, I'm pushing. I am really pushing. It is dragging me. So I'm going to do that again at the right angle. I'm going to drop it. So proper angle, drop. So I'm going to skate, raise it, and there it's dragging and fighting me. So it's really cool. That way you know you're at the perfect angle for your edge. it's like I said, it's like a suction cup. Almost like you're moving across magnets. So neat. Let me do that again. All right. My phone's gonna make a noise again. I better check it. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna wipe this off. Make sure I got everything off. Bring you guys back up to here. Woo. Man, you know, R2 is just a little bit better than VG10, I guess, if you really want to get down to brass tacks. But just like VG10, this stuff, especially when it's nice and thin, and Tojiro makes some really good thin behind the edge knives, it gets laser sharp. I mean, it's like butter. It's so quiet, no nicks. It just flows through. No problem. Oops. Come on, you. A little pushing. Can't push on a rip. Can't push on that rip either. Apparently this sucks. There, I just had to get it past whatever the heck was going on there. But you know, you can carve your name in this thing. Slice it over, fold it over. I do want to see real quick the edge. And just make sure that I didn't miss any burr or do anything stupid with the edge here. Well, B, I do have some burrs left. How interesting. Let's get our strop. And let's just go ahead and we'll do this just a little bit more here. Okay, I think we're good. I don't know when it's time to reload that thing either. I'm assuming when it stops stropping. I've always reloaded it just out of OCD tendencies. I don't know if I've overloaded it, underloaded it, you know what I mean? Let's take a look now. So what I'm seeing now is essentially completely burless with maybe a couple little specks. Let me grab that. Let me grab another piece of paper. All right. That's even better. Oh yeah. Maybe not. Yeah, it's cutting like butter. Let's grab this paper towel. If I can't get this paper towel, we're going to hit it on the strop just a couple more times. But I don't think it's going to be a problem. Just so you guys know, this on my last video, someone thought that my question alluded to that you needed special stones to be able to cut a paper towel free hanging like this. And if that's what that video seemed like, that was not my intention, because it's not a special stone that makes you able to cut a free hanging paper towel. It's technique, it is proper apex, it is also the toothiness of your edge. All those things contribute, as well as other things contribute to it. Yeah, it cut it, but it also jagged it some, so there we go. we're cutting it. Cutting her good. No problem. You can actually, and I did a demonstration before, you can actually remove the toothiness off of an edge and remove the ability to cut through a paper towel like that, but it'll still be crazy insane sharp. But it all has to do with the toothiness of the edge, like I said, proper apexing, things of that nature. So there you go, guys. Amazingly sharp. Probably cut through a whole bunch more vegetables for a while. I would say that that edge lasted, I probably used it twice a week for, I don't know what, 3-4 months. I don't really know. I lost track. And I could have kept on going. I just wanted to go ahead and tune it up and let you guys know what's going on. So I appreciate y'all stopping by. Like I said many times, and I'll never get tired of saying this, I do this for you. You guys make it possible. That's why we like to give back when we can. But your support means the world to me. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you whenever I get these Cheefarcuut stones. Like I said, could be tomorrow, could be Thursday, but I'll make a video when I get them, and then that will announce the official contest. Not really contest, you just need to leave a comment on the video, like the video and comment, and be a subscriber to the channel, and that's it. So until then, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you soon. Peace.